Okay. Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Rob here at Smirking Gun Reviews. Okay, so I'm trying out my laptop webcam still. So I don't know how well this is going. I did my Legion one. I have to test out a few things so it might look a little glitchy. The audio might be a little weird, but I'm working on it. Pardon me. And so we're still going to give the old college try with Too Old to Die Young. I haven't done any of this in a few days, and it's because I decided to watch it like in bulks because it's just not enough story to talk about for me in one episode because of the way he's stretching out everything, how long the takes are, how precise everything is. Um, that it's just like the actual story can be broken down really quickly. So we're doing volumes 3, The Hermit, volume 4, The Tower, and volume 5, The Fool. Um, and basically, here's what I'm trying to figure out. So is Miles Teller's character uh, trying to go some redemptive arc because of how, he has been having sex with an underage girl and let his partner behave in ways that got him killed? Now, is this him like making up for that? And if so, is he finished with his underage girlfriend? Because I mean, he's killing people uh, that you know do this kind of thing. You know, whether it's consensual or not. And I mean that girlfriend of his is a real like she's messed up, and she's definitely close to her daddy, which probably explains her relationship to his to Miles Teller. Um, and without her mother around, which clearly she has is this is affecting her. But honestly, this character is just her character is just so weird. I don't know. And but all these episodes again, the soundtracks are fantastic, and the acting is all really good. But if this is how he directs. This whole show is not for mass consumption. This is for cinephiles. This is for people who have seen Lost Highway. This is for people that are into Jim Jarmusch, and like Lost Highway, like David Lynch, or even Kubrick, or oh man, like just there's a whole realm, not realm. There's a whole group of very artistic directors working today, like Denis Villeneuve and stuff like that, people like that. And so this is art. This is not just like they're taking a basic story of like, a guy who starts killing people that are hurting women, doing terrible things, the guys that can't get caught, and he's helping a guy who's dying do it, but they're doing it in this like really just very artistic style, and it's just not for everyone because these things that would take no time in a regular movie are drawn out for dramatic and artistic effect, to try to say something more, and that's fine. But here's the thing, John Q. Public, and the regular, people who go see movies, this is just too long and too much, and not enough happening for them. So, like, and I know that fans of this guy's work and other work like this, that's how they like it. But this review is basically for people who wouldn't know what to make of this, the layman, the people that didn't go to art, film school and learn all the, finer points of, artistic filmmaking. Um, so yeah, like when it takes, like in the fifth episode, when he's just standing there watching this guy, dig. It's like, why couldn't they just cut ahead? But no, not this guy. He wants us to see the whole thing, which is fine for people like me who are patient. I have a lot of patience. You have to have patience when you're watching this. But John Hawkes joins the show in episode 3. I love John Hawkes ever since, gosh, I think the first thing I saw him in was in From Dusk Till Dawn as the, the, the liquor store clerk, the guy who's like, I never said help us. I also remember him from the X-Files. Like he was in an episode, God, can't remember. It's like from season 6. But he's been all over the place, and he's gotten better. Oh, he's on Deadwood. He was on Deadwood, yeah, and on Eastbound and Down. He's just great, and I really like his character here because he's just so calm about everything, and Jenna Malone is joins the show as like a healer slash like she helps she helps John Hawks find people to kill that are from people that have had something bad happen to them. So people come to her clinic, people come to talk to her about victims impact panels and things like that, and she finds out the details to kill, find and track down these people, and John Hawks kills them for her, and they don't get paid. They have like there's no paper trail, which is really fucking smart if you're gonna do something like this. I don't recommend it. I'm just saying. Um, you have to offer something else that somebody could like use for money. Hang on one sec. Jeez. Okay. Um, but then out at the same time, she's got her little stones and crystals and stuff that are supposed to help you. So she's just kind of, I don't know, it's a weird little group because you got her, you've got John Hawks who's like dying. He's on dialysis all the time. He's got to take care of a mother who's got like, looks like last stage Alzheimer's. So things are just not really that good for this guy. But for some reason, since he's ex-FBI, he's taken it upon himself to, this is how he's going to, I guess, help pay for his mother or something after he dies. Um, and then Miles Teller comes up because he chases down this guy that he killed in the third episode, which it goes bad. And it's actually really funny. The thing is, if it was paced out like a regular movie or TV show, it would all be really a lot more interesting. But since they take forever to get to places, it kind of loses like the momentum that it gains. It completely slows its momentum down, and so it's just hard to like, I don't know, keep being tensed up in a lot of these situations. Like when he locks the keys in the car, and then a guy is murdered right next to where he's got a body in the car. He can't get in, and so he just leaves it. And so they track him down really quickly because he was in the FBI, so it's gonna be really hard to not find that guy. And so Miles Teller eventually tracks him down once he figures out what he's been up to, and instead of arresting him, he wants in. And basically, the guy takes him under his wing, starts to show him how to do things. Think Dexter and his dad a little bit. I don't know. Just not so extreme. I mean, they are talking about killing people, like, in mass. So in a way, they are serial killers, right? I mean, even if it is for good, the law would say that this is either a mass murderer or a serial killer of guilty people. So I don't know. But so in the fourth episode, though, he's also been working for these guys that had his partner all wrapped up, and he kills for them. But now he's tired of killing for them. When he finds out that these guys, he thinks he's killing people that have done bad things, and instead he's killing just people that owe a little bit of money. And so he goes through this long process of helping this one guy out with the, like, I guess the Yakuza or some shit. I don't know, like triads. Who he saves him from, getting killed. He gets his own finger cut off. I did think that the scene where the guy's asking to be taken to the hospital, how long it takes for this scene, like every scene with the black guy just takes forever. And I'm like, people, look, I know I'm supposed to like look at this artistically, but people just don't sit there standing there contemplating shit they're going to say for a really long time like this. That part really annoys me. And I know it's just part of this guy's style. You know, it's hard to be patient. I am, but sometimes I just want to go speed things up. So he gets tired of taking, down those kind of people, and now he wants the worst of the worst, which sets them on a path to the pornographers. I think we first got introduced to the one guy in like a previous episode. Um, he played Rolf on The Office. He was like Dwight's friend, and he's been on like Difficult People, I think that's called, on Hulu. Oh, hang on a second. Almost lost everything there. Guess I must have been like not moving around or something, and everything went into. Uh-oh. Well, that's learning 101. Okay. Don't sit for too long without moving something, otherwise it's gonna black out on you. So he tracks them down. Now I thought, like, he has these guys dead to rights right away, and these people are gross. The beginning of episode 5 is just fucking hard to watch because it's just this poor stupid kid gets himself way in over his head and ends up getting gang raped by a bunch of guys. He thinks he's gonna be in a porn, and he's gonna be in a porn all right. It's just gonna be a really, really rough one. I mean, I did not think I was gonna hear the words "Okay, boys, rape them" today, but well, I can check that off the imaginary list of things I never thought I'd hear. Um, but Miles Teller, like he follows them, and it's really long, just tracking these people down, following every move. It's like, oh my god, these episodes are. Now this is an hour and 16 minutes long. This could have been 30, 40 minutes easy. I get it. I'm sorry. It just, I can't get over the fact that it's just so, like, he's really going for the art side of this. Um, but he gets them dead to rights. He could just kill them, and instead he gets. I don't understand this part. Okay, everybody else he's just killed. Why does he go on this like long like infiltration of this group? There's a bartender and the people and the two guys, and so what? He shoots the two guys and leaves. Like, what are they gonna do? He just says, "You never saw me," and if you do, tell him you saw me. I'll fucking come back and kill you. I don't know. But instead, he goes through this whole process of talking about how and revealing even more and more disgusting things about these pornographers and just how bizarre they are. I mean, we go through this long scene where his brother has a sets a hose off on a girl and like for a really long time, and then takes a switchblade, cuts off her clothes just to like paint her toes up and stuff. It's just he's a sick fuck, and I don't know why we had to linger on that for that long to understand how sick these guys were. We understand it pretty quickly. And so yeah, when Miles Teller finally blows away, Rolf or whatever the fuck his name is in this, um, it's awesome. But then it slows down again and it gets tense. But then I remembered I don't really care what happens to Miles Teller right now. I still don't. He's a scuzzy kind of guy, and he sleeps with underage girls. So I mean, if he got shot, I'd be like, oh well, I guess he's out of the show. Um, I did like the chase though. The chase was hilarious because I mean, what is this? A little Ford car against an electric car? I mean, this is like the most. It should be the most boring car chase ever, but somehow they film it like it's the fucking Social Network. Like Fincher suddenly took over the movie for a second because it's pretty hilarious. Has anybody ever done a car chase with an electric car? I don't know, but it was pretty funny. And where was he leading them to? I guess he was leading him to the plot because the plot out there is where they find the girl that he wasn't looking for. Again, this really is like a David Lynch movie, man. I don't know, but he slams into the front of him, kills the one guy that looked like Julius Caesar. I love that remark. You Julius looking motherfucker. But he takes him out to the desert where they had this girl buried. And he makes him dig him up in this long, I swear to God, like just forever scene to just, yeah, I get it, man. I get it. You want to show like he's really making this guy do it. Like, okay. But he digs he gets the girl out. He shoots the guy because he tries to stab him. I mean, he was going to kill him anyway, but then the girl gets out, and because she's so freaked out, she stabs Miles Teller as she runs off into the desert. Now, if this was a normal movie, I would say that we're going to get like a Training Day situation here, where her getting set free and living is probably going to help Miles Teller at some point if this was a regular movie. But I don't know if they're going to go that route. I mean, the show is pretty straightforward once you get past all the artsy bells and whistles. But because seriously, it is pretty simple. Guy wants to kill bad guys that hurt and rape women and kids. And he's getting the help from John Hawkes and he's taking contracts with bad guys to find more bad guys, and that's the show. And that's it. That really is it. Except there's like some goddess of death in Mexico. So, okay. So that's volumes 3, 4, and 5. I know this isn't probably what anybody had in mind, but I had to test out, again, my capabilities on my laptop and how this thing's going to look and sound and how much time do I have to talk and things like that. So if this wasn't as good as you hoped, I might, hopefully we'll do better. Because I'm going to be coming back with more episodes in the next few days. So if you happen to like this, please hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. Otherwise, this is Rob at Smirking Gun Review saying have a great day, and we will see you on the next video. Bye.